What if I told you this stadium isn't just built for baseball? It's built for you, not just to watch the game, but to experience it in a way that completely changes what going to a stadium feels like. Because today, we're stepping inside the brand new Hop Stadium, one of the most talked about venues in sports right now. And from the moment you see it, you'll understand why. This isn't your typical ballpark. We're talking next-level design, fan-first technology, incredible food, immersive seating areas, and details you might not even notice unless someone points them out. And that's exactly what we're doing today. In this full tour, I'm taking you everywhere. From the stunning exterior architecture, to the best seats in the house, to the food spots you have to try, and even behind-the-scenes areas that most fans never get access to. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this stadium special and whether it really lives up to all the hype. So whether you're a diehard baseball fan, a stadium enthusiast, or just someone who loves seeing something new and impressive, you're in the right place. Let's step inside and check it out. As soon as you arrive, the first thing that stands out is the sheer scale of the stadium. It's big, there's no denying that, but it doesn't feel overwhelming. Instead, there's a balance to it. The design manages to feel modern and impressive while still being approachable, almost welcoming you in rather than towering over you. From the outside, the architecture immediately catches your eye. Clean lines, open structures, and a thoughtful mix of materials give the stadium a polished, contemporary look. But what really makes it interesting are the subtle nods to local culture woven into the design. Whether it's the textures, colors, or small artistic details, there's a clear effort to make this place feel connected to its community, not just dropped into it. As you start walking toward the entrance, the atmosphere begins to shift. You're not just approaching a venue anymore, you're stepping into an experience. The wide walkways make it easy to move around, even with large crowds, and the open plazas create natural gathering spots where fans can hang out, take photos, or just soak in the moment before the game. There's also a sense of energy building all around you. You hear it in the conversations, see it in the movement of people, and feel it in the overall vibe. It's that pre-event buzz, the kind that builds anticipation without you even realizing it. And honestly, that's one of the biggest strengths of this stadium right from the start. The experience doesn't begin at your seat, it begins the moment you arrive. Once you step inside, the first thing that really hits you is the sense of openness. The main concourse feels incredibly spacious, wide walkways, high ceilings, and plenty of natural light coming through. It doesn't feel crowded or chaotic like some older stadiums. Instead, everything feels calm, organized, and easy to move through. And that's something you immediately appreciate. Getting around is surprisingly simple. Whether you're looking for food stands, merchandise shops, rest areas, or even just your section, everything is clearly laid out and easy to find. You're not constantly checking signs or trying to figure out where to go. It just flows. What really stands out, though, is how accessible everything is. No matter where you are in the concourse, you're never too far from what you need. Want a quick snack? It's right there. Need a drink or a place to sit for a moment? Just a few steps away. It's all been designed to keep things convenient so you spend less time searching and more time enjoying the experience. But one of the most impressive details: visibility. Even while walking around the concourse, you can still catch clear glimpses of the field. Open sightlines and smart design choices mean you're never completely disconnected from the game. You don't feel like you're missing out just because you stepped away from your seat. And honestly, that's a small feature that makes a huge impact. Because it shows that every detail here was thought through, not just for functionality, but for the fan experience as a whole. This isn't just a place designed to move crowds. It's a space designed to keep you connected, comfortable, and fully part of the game from the moment you walk in. Now let's talk about where you'll spend most of your time, the seating. And honestly, this is where the stadium really starts to separate itself. No matter where you sit, the first thing you'll notice is how intentional everything feels. The sightlines are incredibly well thought out. Whether you're close to the field or higher up in the stands, you never feel disconnected from the action. There's a sense that every single seat was designed with the fan in mind. No awkward angles, no obstructed views, just a clear, immersive experience from start to finish. And what really stands out is the variety. You've got your classic seating sections that bring that traditional game day energy, fans cheering, reacting to every play, and feeding off each other's excitement. These are the spots where the atmosphere feels electric, where every moment feels bigger because you're surrounded by passionate supporters. Then, just a few sections away, the vibe can completely shift. There are more relaxed areas designed for comfort and a slower pace. These sections give you space to breathe, space to move, and a more laid-back way to enjoy the game. It's perfect if you're coming with family, or if you just want to take everything in without the constant intensity. And for those looking for something more premium, the upgraded seating options really deliver. Wider seats, more legroom, and a level of comfort that makes a long game feel effortless. Some areas even blur the line between a stadium seat and a lounge experience, creating a more elevated way to watch the game. Speaking of comfort, that's another major win here. Legroom has clearly been prioritized. You're not constantly shifting around or squeezing past people every time someone needs to get up. The spacing between rows feels generous, and the seats themselves are built for longer stays. It might sound like a small detail, but it completely changes how you experience the game. You're not thinking about discomfort, you're just focused on what's happening on the field. Another thing that stands out is how connected everything feels. Even while you're seated, you don't feel isolated from the rest of the stadium. The energy carries, the sound travels well, and there's a real sense of being part of something bigger, no matter where you are. And that's really what this section gets right. It's not just about giving you a place to sit. It's about giving you a place to experience the game exactly the way you want. Whether that means being right in the middle of the noise or sitting back and taking it all in. This stadium gives you that choice. By the time you settle into your seat, one thing becomes clear. This isn't just an upgrade from older stadiums, it's a completely reimagined way to watch the game. Here, the stadium really begins to separate itself from the traditional game day experience. Food isn't just an afterthought, it feels like a major part of the attraction. As you walk around, you'll notice how each section offers something a little different. There are classic stadium staples, of course, but they're elevated, better quality, more variety, and presented in a way that feels more like a modern food hall than a concession stand. Then there are more unique options that reflect local flavors and trends, giving fans a chance to try something new instead of settling for the usual. Another thing that stands out is how efficient everything feels. The design clearly took crowd flow into account. Lines move quickly, ordering is streamlined, and there are enough vendors spread out that you're not stuck waiting forever, even during peak moments. That alone makes a huge difference in the overall experience, because you spend less time in line and more time actually enjoying the event. But it's not just about food, it's about everything happening around it. Throughout the stadium, there are dedicated entertainment zones that keep the energy going beyond the game itself. You'll find interactive areas where fans can engage with activities, test their skills, or just hang out with friends. These spaces are especially great for families or groups who want more than just sitting in their seats the entire time. There are also open social areas designed for gathering, places where people can stand, talk, watch the game from a different angle, or just soak in the atmosphere. It gives the whole venue a more flexible, social feel, rather than locking everyone into a single experience. What really ties it all together is the constant sense of movement and energy. Even if you step away from your seat, you never feel disconnected from what's happening. Screens, sound, and smart layout choices keep you in the loop while still allowing you to explore everything the stadium has to offer. By combining great food, thoughtful amenities, and engaging entertainment, the stadium becomes more than just a place to watch a game. It becomes a place where there's always something happening, no matter where you are. Now here, where things get really interesting. Beyond what fans see on game day, This stadium is packed with behind-the-scenes features that take the entire operation to another level. These are the areas most people never get to experience, but they play a huge role in what makes everything run so smoothly. Let's start with the player facilities. From the locker rooms to the training areas, everything is designed with performance in mind. The spaces are modern, comfortable, and highly functional. There's a real focus on preparation and recovery, whether that's advanced training equipment, recovery rooms, or even just the overall layout that helps players stay focused and relaxed before a game. And then there are the exclusive viewing areas. We're talking about premium suites, private lounges, and field-level experiences that completely change how you watch the game. Some of these areas bring you incredibly close to the action, closer than you'd expect, while still offering comfort and privacy. It's a totally different perspective compared to standard seating, and for many fans, it's a once-in-a-lifetime kind of experience. But what really makes this stadium stand out are the small design details. At first glance, you might not notice them, but once you start paying attention, they're everywhere. The lighting, for example, isn't just about visibility. It's carefully designed to enhance the atmosphere, whether it's a daytime game or a night event. The way the stadium lights up can completely change the mood, making big moments feel even bigger. Then there's the sound design. From the crowd noise to the music to the in-game announcements, everything is engineered to feel immersive without being overwhelming. You don't just hear the game, you feel it. The acoustics help carry energy throughout the stadium, so even if you're sitting farther away, you're still part of that electric atmosphere. And finally, the layout itself. Every pathway, every open space, every transition from one area to another, it's all been thought through. The goal is to make movement feel natural and effortless, whether you're heading to your seat, grabbing food, or just exploring the stadium. All of these elements come together to create something bigger than just a sports venue. Because at the end of the day, this stadium isn't just built for games, it's built for experiences. It's the kind of place where every detail, no matter how small, contributes to how you feel when you're there. And that's what truly sets it apart. After exploring every corner of this new Hop Stadium, one thing becomes undeniable. This isn't just a place to watch a game, it's a place built for experiences. Every detail, from the architecture to the atmosphere, feels carefully thought out. It's designed not just for the players on the field, but for every single fan walking through those gates. What really stands out is how it brings everything together. The energy, the comfort, the entertainment, it all blends into something that feels bigger than just sports. It's about moments, the kind you remember long after the final whistle. Whether you're a diehard fan, someone coming for the food and vibe, or just curious to see what all the hype is about, this stadium delivers on every level. And honestly, it sets a new standard for what a game day experience can be. So if you ever get the chance to visit, it's absolutely worth it. With that said, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this tour, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.